Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom Chapter 763. And 764 is already out because this is so late. Or it's being translated. I don't know. Either way. Sorry for the delay. So, the Spyland saga has begun. The spy that was put in place, who rose up in the ranks, has seemingly been spotted. I mean, Rishi is the one who appointed him, so you would assume that he would have been a good spy, but Campeche kind of like, and just glared at him. Let's see. Another Goal is the title. Alright. It's been a while, Yuka. Nearly 2 years. You've been performing your duties very well. I thank you for your praise. I sincerely apologize for being neglectful and directly reporting to you, my lord. It's fine. You've infiltrated deep into Inner Zao. It would cost your life if you were spotted coming and going from Kangyu. Sir, thank you. Oh, I need to put this up. There we go. Let's see here. We've been saved numerous times by the information you've sent from inside Zao, and the work your subordinates have been doing in the other kingdoms is preventing. So he has other subordinates in other kingdoms. Interesting. The spy network is strong. To prevent another coalition from forming is also vital. I need you to keep it up. Yes, sir. Although Yuka was speaking with Rishi, his mind was racing, thinking about what happened earlier. There is a chance the man from before knows who Yuka is. Excuse me. No, he definitely knows. And for that man to be Campeche of all people. The problem is how much Campeche knows about Yuka. If he knows everything, this could develop into a fatal problem. Yuka is thinking that he must seal the man's lips before that happens. Is that how Campeche dies? But it's troubling that I'm facing Campeche. I've heard he's been welcomed as a guest of the kingdom and has been entered in the Qin imperial court. Crudely assassinating a man such as that would cause a huge uproar. How to proceed? By the way, Yuka, sir. Excuse me. During the battle in northern Zao, Roboku implemented a rather large-scale trap to kill Kanki. Was even someone of your caliber unable to spot those machinations? As I thought. Roboku is just that deft at controlling information. Sir, I deeply apologize. Part of why I came in person this time was to atone for my failings. Although I have infiltrated deep into the core of Zao, to have made a blunder like this, as I have made my way into the faction of Kakukai, who stands opposed to Roboku, the secret movement, not the strength movement, the secret movements of Roboku's faction have become harder to grasp. Presently, I'm rushing to get my subordinates into Roboku's faction. I'm aware of the confrontation between Roboku and Kakukai. Very well. Stay alert while performing your duties. Roboku is a keen adversary. Sir. What is he about to say? Is something the matter, Yuka? It pains me to tell you this, but just earlier I spotted 2 men inside your residence here who I believe to be enemy spies. This is how you're going to do it? What? Truly? Yes, and according to my subordinates who were returned here to Kanyu earlier, the number of enemy spies has been increasing in recent days. My subordinates trailed these spies, but lost sight of them near the residence of Campeche and his party. You're laying the blame on him, damn. What are you saying? I fear that these are but my own suspicions, but Campeche did not simply come to Qin due to the invitation from our great king. He surely had another goal in mind when he entered our kingdom. Are you saying that Campeche came here to conduct espionage? Possibly. Impossible. That's Campeche you're talking about. Being done in by something you thought was impossible is frightening. Among the Seven Kingdoms, Han is particularly proficient in battles of information. Their military power doesn't measure up to other kingdoms, but their intelligence work looms above us all. As someone who's been in the world of espionage for a long time, I find the spies from Han to be the most troublesome. If Campeche's party made their way into the Qin imperial court under such pretenses, it would be equivalent to an imbibing? The most vicious. Excuse me. Vicious of poisons. I cannot help but worry about such a possibility. Such ridiculous. Just to suggest that Campeche has become an intelligence agent. Perhaps some spies entered his group without him noticing. However, Campeche's actions since coming to Qin have been unsettling. It just feels like we didn't know what Campeche came to Qin to do. Campeche. If Yuka's hunch is correct, then this will become a grave issue. You've done well in your report, Yuka. I will report this to the king at once. I will speak with you again in the coming days. Enjoy some rest here in Kanyu. Ugh. Yoka. I said, enjoy some rest in yourself. Rishi-sama, if you intend to deal with them, please do so explicitly. These types can sense even the slightest change in atmosphere. I already know. I'm the one who fucking appointed you, bitch. You too, don't breathe a word of this to anyone. Sir. And he leaves the room. Inside Campeche's residence. Thank you for your hard work. Yeah. Meifu, presently, how many men are outside the residence? Including Shuho, about 7 people. About? We don't talk in abouts. Is something the matter? Yeah, a little. An unfortunate coincidence. I fear I may have spotted a tiger's tail. Convey a message to our men. Prepare for the worst and clean up. Yes, sir. Prepare for the worst and clean up. As in what? Are you going to be killing people? That night, Qin soldiers surrounded Campeche's residence, thoroughly investigating the interior. Quiet. We aren't going to hurt you. We're investigating on orders of the King of Qin. Be silent. It was discovered that 7 people registered in their party were not present inside the residence. Oh. 2 of these 7 were apprehended on their return, and were found to have several maps of the area around the Imperial Palace. Alright. This has become quite the troubling situation. So now we're in the throne room. It seems no information has come out of Campeche's residence yet, but the Qin woman who told them how to slip out of the residence and the Han man who was doing so have been apprehended. Oh, so the lovers. Damn, you caught them in the act, too. The man of one of Campeche's aides. Shut your mouth, damn traitor. Kigetsu-sama, what is the... If we take our time and investigate, I believe we'll find enough evidence, but for now, we've virtually confirmed some degree of espionage. If we include the lowest subordinates of Campeche's group, they number nearly 100. They brought 100 fucking people. I can see why they need a residence. Certainly not all of them are spies, but we need to investigate further to determine how many of them are. And we need to find out how much Campeche himself is involved in this. I personally believe espionage to be equivalent to an act of war. However, if Campeche himself is directly involved in this, dealing with him will be quite difficult. Yeah. You're right. Shit! Rishi, for the great legalist Campeche to be a spy, is something that far-fetched even possible? Rishi! You studied together with him, right? What kind of person... Shut the hell up. It's only natural that we suspect him right now, right? Hmm? Something's wrong. Out of everyone here, I'm the one that's having the hardest time believing it. For Campeche to be involved in such a pathetic thing like espionage. For him to... Rishi, you're gonna reveal that he's your lover and from law school? At any rate, what about further reinforcing Campeche's party's confinement to their residence, as well as imprisoning those we identify as spies? Do it. Set to the task at once. Question them relentlessly, anything shy of torture. I understand. And what of Campeche himself? I will speak with him. Oh, Rishi's going to do it. Allow me to speak with him, my king. Rishi. Understood. We will leave this to Rishi for now. Do not leak any information in this situation. It could cause a stir in Han if they learned of this. Yes, sir. Okay. Yoka-sama, we've suppressed Campeche's residence. As you imagine, it seems there were intelligence agents hidden within Campeche's group. I see. But, Yoka-sama, why did you suspect Campeche's group? We had no information pointing to their activities, because Campeche knew my face. What? Perhaps he saw me all those years ago when I was infiltrating Han. Yes, there's no other explanation. The spies inside the Han capital, Shinte, must have spotted me and reported me to their superior. Aha. And that superior confirmed who I was without me noticing. That was Campeche? Yes, we assume Campeche is not a spy. Then he would be the one who oversees the spies. Oh. I mean, spies are source of information. He is the legalist, so it's like, is this legal information? It's unclear if Campeche stands at the very top of their intelligence network. At any rate, he's definitely involved in some way. Ken invited quite the man here. Yoka-sama, it seems Rishi-sama will meet with Campeche. I see. It's finally happening. Oh well. Campeche, you... He's just... Conpete? It was Yuka, right? What? Let's talk about this first, Rishi. That man is dangerous. What are you saying? Why do you know Yuka's name? Yuka was long since stopped being your subordinate. So that conflicting notice like a few chapters ago was the case. Yuka's current master is Roboku. Yuka knew about Roboku's trap in the previous war and watched on as Konki went to be slaughtered. He's a double agent for Zhao. What are you saying? And then it's just the end. Okay. Fair bit in this chapter. The whole Campeche being blamed by Yuka. Turns out Yuka is a double agent, it seems like. Okay. Yeah. It is Spyland. Welcome to Spyland. We're gonna stab you in the back and we're gonna steal some intel. And we're gonna slip it in the back of our shoe. Do-do-do-do. But anyway. That was very stupid. I'm sorry. But yes. Okay, so Yuka is the threat here. Campeche is likely to die instruction by his hand. I would not say directly by his hand, but the person who will do the deed will be instructed by Yuka, I would imagine so. Or Rishi, but I highly doubt Rishi would do that to an old friend. But yeah, the fact that, like, this would all kind of come into play like this is rather just... oof. I do wonder if Campeche is actually involved with the spy intelligence in Han, Also, to find out that Han is like a super secret hub of intel. Like they keep that shit on lockdown, which is, I mean, good for them. Military power, like they mentioned, is far weaker than most other nations. So intel is their way to kind of equal the field, which now that explains because they're like the smallest nation. So I was wondering how they've survived this long. I mean, they use poison and stuff, but still, anyone could use poison. It's not a unique thing. But yeah, interesting chapter. So yeah, a lot of intrigue, a lot of espionage, and some backstabbing. Backstabbing you are. Anyway, so Raboku's new lapdog. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Four Knights of the Apocalypse will be coming out after this, and then One Piece after that. So stay tuned. And as always, I stream on Twitch where I do gaming. I'll tweet out when I go live, part of the One Punch Man podcast. Go check it out. Links for that down below. And now, as always, later days. And until next time, Geechlings, spies! It's the fucking 50s and 60s all over again.